Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where I read scary stories and creepier legend. As usual, I am V, hopefully your favorite storyteller from YouTube, and today I do have a really scary treat for you all. We will be talking about Pocong.
Itu DJ pojok-pojokan apa nih tuh sumpah tuh.
So first, I didn't want to do a video out of this. I wanted to just put some pictures and narrate it. But then while I was looking for pictures of the entity we're going to be talking about today, Pocong, I realized that the pictures were like a little too scary, and I usually edit at night, and I guess it was just too creepy for me. Southeast Asia is filled with tremendous amount of scary folklore and stories. A part of this scary folklore and stories would be Pocong. One of the scariest things that I've actually ever, Googled, I guess. Thankfully, I've not seen one in real life. So yeah, let's get right into the video where I can explain to you where the origin of Pocong started, how it looks like, and what to do when you actually somehow unfortunately meet one. Pocong, also known as the shroud ghost, is an Indonesian and Malaysian ghost that is said to be the soul of a dead person trapped in their own shroud. Known in Indonesia as kain kafan, the shroud is a prescribed length of white cloth used in Muslim burials to wrap the body of a dead person. The dead body is covered in white fabric tied over the head, the neck, and under the feet. According to traditional beliefs, the soul of a dead person will stay on earth for 40 days after their death. If the ties over the shroud are not released within these after 40 days, the body is said to jump out of their grave to warn people that soul needs to be released. After the ties are released, the soul will leave earth for real. The appearance of a pocong is very dependent on the appearance of the deceased person when they pass away and the state of the corpse decomposition. This is the most hardest word for me to say, decomposition. If it have been years since the person has been dead, the pocong will definitely look more skeletal. If the death is more recent, the pocong will look a little bit more of its former self. Despite that, they are mostly described to have pale green skin and shriveled, decayed face, with two deep holes where their eyes are supposed to be. One of the common beliefs is that pocongs hop like rabbit. Because they have ties over their head and feet, the pocong can't exactly move as your standard human being, I guess. Instead, it hops along the road, barreling onwards until it encounters some unlucky soul to release it. It's also capable of rolling on the ground. Before you laugh at this ludicrous idea of how it moves, consider that a single leap of a pocong can stretch up to 50 whole meters. That's like, I'm like 1.68 meter, so that's like a lot of knees stacked up. Although other sources say that original pocongs can float above the ground, it is not really proved in any myths or records. Another thing that definitely instills fear in a lot of people is the fact that pocongs could be found anywhere. Since they are not affected by gravity, they have the ability of somehow teleporting. From their final resting place to their former house, they could be found anywhere. However, the most common place is under a banana tree. Just so you know, I used to have a lot of banana trees back at home, and I do not know if this is true, but my youngest brother, my baby brother, he was about 5 years old at that time, and he did this most insane thing of actually following my grandpa to the kebun, to the kebun. I don't know what kebun is in English, arcade, whatever, man. Anyway, so he went to the kebun that's right behind our house, and he was trying to help my grandpa, and then he just started crying. He started crying again and again and again, and he wouldn't stop till like early morning, and until we actually brought like a priest to come and look at him and be like, "What's up, bro?" And that's when they told us, the family actually, that my brother had actually encountered a pocong, and the pocong is following him. So that's why he kept on crying. Definitely be careful if you have young children, or if you are yourself a young child. Don't go out after like 7 o'clock, especially if you want to go to like banana trees. Don't do shit like that. Don't be like my brother. Before I end the video though, I do want to remind you guys of another type of pocong. The pocong that we've been talking about all this while is the one with a white shroud, and basically they just want to leave. And this pocong, as I like to call it, aggressive red pocong, is a very rare type of pocong. It's a vengeful spirit that seeks revenge because of an unpleasant death. The color red represents anger and vengeance felt by the person before their death. The red pocong is believed to be more likely to attack the living without even being provoked. Due to the aggressive behavior, people believe that the red pocong is a leader of some sort, but I honestly do believe that. Doesn't matter what color you are, red, blue, brown. Pocongs are probably just spirits who just want to like move on. If you do encounter one, hopefully it's not red and it's white and it just wants to be released. Lastly, this is gonna sound insane, but the folklore also suggests that you can become wealthy by hugging a pocong. It's kind of like a twist in the classical leprechaun traditional belief, but this is a pocong. It supposedly is an extreme act of courage, and therefore untying the knot, the pocong would be very grateful and bless you with wealth. I do not know if this is true or not, but if you guys ever encounter a pocong, definitely try to run away first. Don't worry about hugging it, because as much as I like to show that I'm brave, I'm also very afraid of pocong. Another thing that I also have to remind you is that even though I've said the word pocong like 1,000,000 times in this one video, I'm actually very petrified that I said it this many times. It is also believed that if you were to keep on saying its name, it will visit you at night, thinking that you're calling out to it to help. So I guess I'll tell you what happens tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much for waiting and patiently listening with all of my typos and all that crap. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you really enjoyed this video, please suggest on what I can do next, and don't forget to subscribe and like. And if you did not like the video, no problem, just tell me down below on how I can be better. Till next time, be safe and wear your mask. Bye.